Hello everyone. Okay, good evening and salam sejahtera ke all the MOSTI VIP, Dato' Azman and the Puan and the UTP top management and the student lecturer here. Okay, first I start my introduction first. Okay, I'm Mr. Lee. Someone call me YJ. Okay, I'm the general manager of Bilik Seminar. Maybe as just now YB gave a very fantastic presentation. Honestly, I was, wow, I'm far behind. Okay, but I will start. All right. So maybe you can start to Google what is Bilik Seminar and what we are doing. For me, I need to give the introduction is we are the top 5 cargo high energy X-ray manufacturer, and we are the only one X-ray, cargo scanner, baggage scanner, and CT scanner in Southeast Asia. We are the only one. So we are the manufacturer, and we also the design center. So this is the one that 100% made by Malaysian. Okay, so in the company, I'm considered the eldest people. So I hire a lot of the youngster like you all to do the design for me. Okay, so I was started everything in the 12 years back. 12 years back. Okay, so this is my company. Okay, I'm not the founder. I was the professional manager and engineering. So it was the honor that YB visited my factory in 2023 before. So and then I think it's time for me to update YB also. YB, we actually expand now. So actually we take over the next factory. So we grow out the production, and then we grow our staff from last time YB visit is around 60, and then now we are 80. So target by maybe from now until next year, we plan to go until 100. Okay, I need to explain to you. So what we are actually hiring and looking for, and then this is all the students here are actually interested. Actually, how many of you are the STEM student and the science student here? I believe all, right? Okay, good. So prepare your resume, and then you can Google Bilik Seminar and send to sales. Okay, so every resume and everything actually will go directly to me lah. So far, and then right now I handle around 80 people in Malaysia, and then we also have another 20 staff in Indonesia, because we actually supplying our scanner to the Indonesia Custom Department. Okay, so actually for us, we every year, this is my target. I told to my staff, we need to file at least 5 patents. Actually, right now, can check in the My IPO, we have at least more than 15 to 20 patents pending to be granted. Pending to be granted. So in the 7 granted, including this is having, one of them is the US patent. US patent. Okay, the next one. Okay, so in my company, what we are doing is an X-ray. So we are utilizing the nuclear technology X-ray to do some inspection, especially in the security. So if let's say you are familiar with the airport or whatever security, right? What you see the normal, the scan back one scanner, right? What you see the brand is mainly the brand from US, maybe from China, right? So we are actually growing our potential and supply to the government and some other places lah. But our key focus is in the high energy for the custom and seaport. So in this list, if let's say you look at here, maybe you are not so clear. This is the one that just now YB mentioned. So in the radiation, right, we also have some the check source, nuclear source. So it's like the batu-batu, the stone, it will irradiate the radiation naturally all the time. So what we are using this for? Actually, we are using this kind of the check source for another product that developed by Malaysia called Radiation Portal Monitor System, RPM. So this is the thing that for us to become the first safeguard in Malaysia to detect all the rubbish. So remember that last time I think a lot of the topic like the so-called scrap metal inside maybe have some radiation, right? So that kind of the thing was being detected by using this kind of the check source. So for my company, we are considered maybe the only one private company have on all this kind of a check source from the gamma cesium until the californium is the neutron check source. Yes, next. Okay, this also some other product that we are invented by my company. Various type of the scanning machine. Okay, next. Okay, this is the picture of the check source. Something look like this. It's a very small. If let's say you don't pay any attention, you might miss it, and you may cause the so-called the radiation burn, and a lot of the incident may be happen here. So for us, we are the manufacturer and device company. We develop the system to detect this kind of the radiation waves to protect the Malaysian nation. So something look like this. Okay, so we work very closely with the UTM to develop all kind of the fundamental science, and then they provide the idea, theory, concept, and then we work into the product. Okay, next. Okay, so just now, all the picture you see is something like the batu-batu is a stone. It will irradiate the radiation naturally. And then this kind of the thing is a device require the power to irradiate the X-ray. So why we need to irradiate the X-ray? Actually, is for us to do our special inspection. So for us, my company mainly is doing for the security. It's called NII, non-intrusive inspection. Just now what YB mentioned is that NDT is a non-destructive test. So for here is the same. So what I need to highlight something here is, actually for us, Billion Prima already start venture into the carbon nanotube technology. So this is the X-ray generator that utilize the carbon nanotube. Okay, next. Okay, so all these product listed is the final product looks like. So for the product like this one is what you mostly see in the airport. So our company is working very hard, and then we want to convince the government to procure our product, and then to be supplied. And then currently we have been supplied to most of our neighboring country as well. So the big one, the high energy scanner, is the one that we utilize the nuclear technology. So every time in our factory, we need to utilize this kind of X-ray. We need to be careful. We need to comply to the Jabatan Tenaga Atom regulation to use it. Okay, next. Okay, this is some of the picture. Okay, next. Okay, so for this one, you look similar, but I need to highlight the number, this M4 and M2 for you. Okay, why I want to say this thing? Actually, these two products, they have a very special technology. Maybe this one is interested for the audience here. So for the M2 is, you understand, right? What is the X-ray do? Usually you go for the X-ray is for the medical, right? You go for medical X-ray is you go in front, your chest, and then the detector, and then the X-ray behind. So this one is so-called the transmission, correct? So the X-ray is mainly for transmission because they have the penetration power. So for our M2 is utilizing the transmission behavior for the nuclear technology. But in our M4, we not only using the transmission, but we also integrate another technology called backscatter, which means the detector is at the same side with the X-ray source. So this is using the fundamental of the theory. So all the organic material will reflect the energy. So what is used for? Actually, the backscatter reflect the energy for the organic. What we want to see? Actually, this one is want to see all the explosive item, drug, all this kind of material, because they are the highly organic material. So I just give you some idea what actually the nuclear technology will bring into the real life for you, and what industry actually is develop our product for. Okay, next. Okay, so this is all the conventional product that what we also selling to the private as well. So I think this is the familiar product for you. Okay, so this is the actual thing. So we are also supply this kind of the scanner to the Malaysia custom for more than 12 years already. So this is an actual product, actual picture in the Westport, for the cargo scanner. So just now you remember this kind of white color one. I mentioned just now the source, right? The radiation check source, right? Actually is for us to do the calibration and then the testing to put inside the container, mimic as a radioactive bomb or some source your uranium inside the container. If let's say it went through the scanner, it will detect whether the container is contaminated or not. So the MOSTI that like the Jabatan Tenaga Atom, then need to do a lot of the checking accordingly after that. Okay, next. Okay, so just some sharing. So some simple achievement for us, we already step up for Malaysia already. So like what YB mentioned, we actually is good, we already step up. So we want to go further and further. Actually, next week I was invited by the Tokyo and also the Philippine government to do the presentation to their government as well, because they're also interested to our scanner. And for your information, only around 5 to 8 companies in the world are capable to design and manufacture this kind of product. So, Billion Prima, Malaysia, we are the only one. Okay, we are the only one. Thank you. Okay, next. Okay, so this is all kind of the specification, or all kind of specification. So in fact, at the bottom side, at the bottom here, is all the recognition that we will work closely with the MOSTI, Meranti, and also the Seri to get it. So I feel very thank you to the MOSTI and Meranti, and then they invite me to be here again. Okay, the next one. Okay, now I share the actual thing for you. Maybe you might not understand. Every time you go to the airport, you see the extra images. So what is the meaning of all the color? Do you have the idea what is the meaning of the color? No idea. Actually, the color have the meaning one. So orange is represent the material of organic. The blue color is the inorganic. And then the green color is the so-called the mixture. So that is the software, algorithm, everything designed by our company. So for us, our company are looking a lot of the talents in the algorithm design, especially in the software. So this is the first part first. So we spend quite a lot of time together with the UTM and USM to come out this kind of the thing. And then when the time you all learn, I remember I was also the engineering student. In your year 1, year 2, you definitely learn the algorithm. Okay, data structure and algorithm. So you learn the k-mean, neighbor algorithm. That is the concept for this, the fundamental. But now is how we utilize this kind of knowledge to come out this kind of beautiful image. Okay, so this is the function. Okay, next. Okay, so this is what I mentioned before. Okay, so this is another technology that my company just newly overcome. Is so-called the backscatter, technology. So the backscatter technology is something like this on the different side. So this one is from the reflection from the object. Okay, so now this will be the next technology advancement for us. Actually, I hope by this kind of product, we can export more to the neighbor country to so-called to boost the sales of the company to become maybe go to billion, because now a lot of the technology already so considered stagnant or so-called need to be obsolete. Because you see recently there are quite many security concerns. you put a lot of the drone, military in this case, something like this. If let's say the previous technology is a side view one, you are not able to see anything. You need to imagine you from the side view, you cannot see. But if let's say from the top, you cannot run away the drone. The drone is something look like the thing that you can easily detect from the top view. So this is the how do I say, the generation push us to become improved. Okay, so this is what our company is keep on developing and to push the thing. Okay, next. Okay, so this is a sample. This is a sample. That's why what I want to say, from the top view, you can see something different. Okay, you can see something different. In fact, inside actually is a car. We put a ganjil inside our lorry to do the scanning. Okay, to do the scanning. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the sample design for you, or just to share for you guys. So every picture, every video that you see here, all actually done by the local Malaysian. Yeah, I hire a lot of the people to do this kind of thing. So for this thing, actually you may familiar. All these things are developed in the SketchUp, and then later in the SolidWorks, and then turn into the actual product. Yeah, in the next few one, you can see some picture and video. Okay, next. Some product here. Yeah, okay, this one is in our factory. So you see, this is how the real life industry, how we do every day. So before our customer want to buy off everything, right? So they will visit our factory. Then we need to do this kind of so-called the pre-fit video for them, to ensure that every product are fit. So this is also challenge to our staff, need to be capable to fit everything within a few hours time. Okay, next. Yeah, this is the software engineering part. Yeah, okay. So all of this is a very fundamental. So long you can pass through the data structure algorithm. If let's say you are interested in this image processing, then you can do this. Okay, so I have a team, maybe more than 10 people. Every day are focused for this kind of the image research. Okay, next. Yeah, and then we also have a lot of the electronic engineering people to do this kind of the control system as well. So this is the real-time material discrimination video. So it's like we can differentiate the material inside the cargo in real time. So this one, why we can do this? So this one is using a lot of the knowledge of the control system, and then the software work together. Okay, next. And later on in the system, because the system is not really the cheap one, it's a very expensive one. So we also get our software engineer to work with the electronic engineer to develop this kind of the cell diagnostic system. We need to read out everything to tell our customer which part having the problem immediately. So we don't want like the customer, they buy our system, then they don't know which part having the problem. So we also spend our time to invest the technology to be detect here. Okay, next. Again, I think we also come into the very famous topic lah. So for our company, I need all sort of the talents and technology inside. I also need the AI, because right now all the product must be have the AI. And then in fact, right now for us, we are utilizing the most common is a CNN. I believe you also understand CNN. So the convolution neural network to do the image for the illicit or the contraband detection by the image. But then this is not enough already, because right now, as like YB mentioned, is the generative AI, so must be have the LLM. Now a lot of people need already trained by the most current technology. So if let's say somehow your boss asks you to generate the report, you might take time to prepare. So we just prepare the chatbot, something like GPT. You ask them the question, they can prepare all the PDF, PowerPoint in a very short time for you. So this is the next generation. And then this one already inbuilt together with the UTM Faculty AI that we sponsor around 2 million to UTM and USCSI for the 7 PhD for to do this. Okay, 2 million. And then, yeah, that is a sample for us to do some detection, some sample image. Because for us, we have a lot of the data set already, so we can use this to learn any abnormal placement for the object. So we will highlight and flag to the user. Yes, this is the sample. Now I cannot show you the real because it's still, we need to overcome some problem. Okay, honestly speaking, that's why this is the reason for us to hire the student now. For us, my challenge in this one is, I take some time to get the response. Because right now, I share the progress to you, honestly. My people, I ask the question, it takes like 2 seconds only to respond. I feel that this one, like I talk to the wall. How are you? I'm good. Yeah, this one is not good enough. So this is how we need to do the improve. Okay? So later on, I will need to improve this one and then release to our customer. Okay? Next. Not only this, so current our company also doing all type of the electronic research. So this one, okay, this one you see the video is turning one. This one is the X-ray detector. So right now in my company, we also invest a team to do this kind of the electronic design. In this electronic. So for us, we no need to do everything like from A to Z. We only need to do the electronic PCB and firmware. So some part of the material, we still need to buy from overseas. Okay? Next. And last is, I want to share something is, so for us, we also invest for the team to do the high energy radiator design here. So now, previously, who can do this in the world? So the famous one is in the US, China, and Russia. And Russia, they can do this. So for now, I can tell you that Malaysia already can produce 50 to 60% of this radiator in here. So meaning that all this kind of the PCB and the firmware already done by us. So what we need to do is, we need to study the fundamental science, physics, to conquer this kind of radiator. Because this one involves a lot of the high energy nuclear knowledge. So we still need some time to overcome this one. And then later we'll become the very special company in the world that people will buy the radiator from us. So yeah, this is a simple comparison for the product. I think I not really need to highlight here, so just to highlight to you that what driven the industry to move forward. Actually, is our competitor to driven us to be move forward. So I was actually benchmarked to these two guys lah. Okay, next. Okay, so I share some video here, around 2 minutes.
As cargo volumes continue to rise across borders, strong security measures are crucial to detect suspicious, hidden items accurately. Introducing MISIS M4, the next generation in cargo scanning technology. Powered by AI, high-energy transmission and backscatter capabilities. New accelerators positioned at the top. Top view steel penetration up to 320mm and side view up to 350mm. New three-sided backscattering scanner. New X-ray image perspective. 2 images of high-energy transmission and 3 side backscatter images, including top and side view. and three-sided backscatter X-ray images in top, left and right. Besides achieving 100% screening in multi-view, the MISIS M4 excels in real-time material discrimination. Features a self-diagnostic system. Safe to scan via drive-through. My Cargo AI system can accurately detect and identify using AI. Setting a new standard in cargo scanning, MISIS M4 goes beyond previous models with its advanced backscatter technology, high-energy transmission capabilities, and AI-powered intelligence.
Okay, just a video to show actually what is the next generation. Okay, I think can go to the CT. Go to the CT slide, yes. Again, yes. Okay, the last technology that I want to share to you is actually our company also focus. Actually, it is also my aim also. I want to develop Malaysia on CT scan. So this is a new generation for the CT scan. So the CT scan that what you might understand in your mind is a medical that is rotary, right? So the one is a rotary CT scan. But right now what we are using is we are using the static CT scan. We are utilizing the carbon nanotube. So by the benefit for the carbon nanotube, this one is very, very small. So it reduces everything. And then the costs for this one is much, much lower than the conventional CT. So this is our new idea. And then we may need to educate the customer. So we put everything into something like the washing machine, and then it starts the scanning. Okay, next. Yeah, so you see, right now, I should say, Malaysia airport are not really using this kind of the CT scan, something like this. If let's say you travel international, then you may see something, the big one like this, or O1. Okay, it very consume the space. And then later on, our new concept is we are doing the very small one, like this. Next. This is the comparison. I think next. Yes, so this is our current progress. This is also current progress. Okay, so if let's say anyone from the ground, from the student, you interested or this kind of technology, welcome, you can write email to me. Okay, you can see, you can get my detail in my website. You can reach me. Okay, so this is the current status. Yeah, so the last slide, something like this. So in the future, the scanner, everything is in the miniature model and small. Okay, so this is the interior concept design. I share something to you here. Okay, so the last one, the last slide is this one. So for us, every year, my company actually also hire a lot of the intern students from every discipline. So long you have this kind of the skill set, you think that you want to contribute, you learn something, you want to join, you can come here. And for us, we also definitely offer the premium salary that government mentioned. I even offer around 6,000 something for the fresh grad as well, so long you can contribute yourself. Okay, so last, if let's say anything regarding the technology for the scanning or detection, you have the idea, you want to share, you can contact the industry, something like me. Okay, so this is the last slide for me. I hope my speech will not make you fall asleep at this hour, and thank you very much.
Terima kasih Tuan Lih Jiunn atas perkongsian yang bermanfaat sebentar tadi.